They've had me opening a few days a week now. I like it a lot more than closing. You too? Do you have your cart? Oh, you're not.
I think it's 6 o'clock.
Is it? See, that's what I thought.
Double check.
I know, I didn't even know I was in today because I saw the disapprovals, and then I went to double check, and I was like, wait, I was approved for Friday. I better head on in. I had no idea because you disapproved me for like six pickups I requested.
It's not me. People log in under me.
I was like, oh, I can't get not one of these? Okay.
No, I didn't approve or disapprove any of them.
Well, it said Ken, and I was like, ow, Ken.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. I promise you. Let's see.
I was like, I was told that my open to close shift I did last week went really well.
I didn't hear anything bad, so that's a good thing.
Right?
Let's see.
I was here from like 10 in the morning till, I want to say about 11:30, almost midnight. You guys sent me home early because you're like, you've been here long.
Yeah, 6 to 2. So hang out for a little bit.
Oh, so I'm out here from 6 to 2?
6 to 2.
You know what's funny? On my schedule, it showed 5:30 to 10:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if they adjusted it. And you might be leaving early because there's 4 closers.
That's
So
fine.
we'll just see what happens.
I usually try to send anyone home earlier that I can. What time is it right now?
It is 20 after, 25 after. We
So-
got 35 minutes.
Oh, okay.
What do you need, lady?
I thought I was 5 minutes late. Turns out I'm 35 minutes early. What? I just thought it was funny. Ashley thought I was late. I was like, oh, I thought I was supposed to be here at 5:30. And he's like, no, you're not supposed to be here till 6. I was like, oh, cool. Wait, you're working tonight?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you working nights in forever.
Yeah, generally we work from Fridays once a week.
Okay.
All the morning groups, you guys work in the mornings, I hate it. You know, we do about 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I've done a couple mornings now, and they seem to like me in the mornings. I used to open for hometown. Chat's deader than. Not even gonna say.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
No, I don't want to listen to this song. This is just depressing.
Every word I move so
Let's just skip
descriptive like an
that shit.
adjective. I got a vendetta
Skip the
against people who
depressing
patent
music.
it. Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, speaking fast. I can roast, I can gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
What's up there, Romero? Yeah, I still haven't played the new freaking season of Fortnite, but I played COD for a couple hours last night, and the last match that I played, it was a free-for-all gunfight or gun where it's like 10 people and it's you get a new gun after every kill, and I won with 23 and 14, and the second place person for a good while was your stepmom, but I knocked her off the ladder when I killed her like 6 times in like 2 minutes, and then the final kill of that match when I won was actually blowing her up with my rocket from my rocket launcher, which was fucking hysterical. At the start of the match, this guy heard me speak and he's like, "Yo, guy, you should just kill yourself. The sound of your voice tells me that you are a horrible human being and don't deserve the life you've been given." And then I said something to him very nicely and then said, "I'll see you in the lobby." And then I fucking shit on all of them. I had like 3 kill streaks of 7, and I only died, like I said, I think it was 4 times. It was crazy. I got pissed. I just dumped on him. Oh, she was actually happy that I won. She wanted me to win because she felt bad about how mean the people were right at the start. She was like, "Get him, turtle." Like, it was funny. She didn't even care how many times I killed her, because before that, I killed Bait over like 4 matches. I killed him like 40 times. Like, I was murdering Bait last night. It was hilarious. There was one match where I killed him 7 or 8 times, and it was a free-for-all. Like, I just kept seeing him, and then he gets off, and then it was just me and her free-for-all, and I said, "Watch, I'm gonna start killing you like Baked because he's not here." And she's like, "That's not gonna happen." And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, Baked normally puts up a better fight, but I was cooking last night. It was pretty hilarious, honestly. I actually made a new friend last night on COD. She's Australian. She her name was Floppy Sphinx. We ended up playing for like 2 to 3 hours last night. I met her in a random 2v2, and she's like, "Just so you know, I haven't played in months and I kind of suck." And then I was like, "It's okay." And then I like cared. So Remy gave me a mission. I had to get at least 11 kills in a match before he could get $40 on his game that he was playing, and I did it. But I had 3 matches with 10 before I hit the 11. It pissed me off because he first made it 10, and then last minute, just before I started the live, he's like, "You know what, we'll make it 11. And I was like, "Motherfuckers, if he made it 10, I literally made it the first match. Literally the very first match I carried, and I was fucking, I was 10-2. But he's like, "Nah, man, I needed to be 11. And I was like, "Ah." So I got 2 more 10s, and then I told Floppy Sphinx when we had 9, I was like, "Look, I need 2 more kills, so I need you to just give me these last 2 so I can win this bet with my buddy." And she's like, "Okay." So we were in Warhead, and she told me exactly where they were, like call-outs, and I fucking just murked them. It was fucking hilarious. She's like, "He's by the Warhead, no, he's by the satellite, he's prowling behind the car," and I just fucking lasered him because I knew the Warhead map really well. And then literally 2 matches after that, I got 13 without her helping me try to get the kills. So I laughed. I was like, "Well, Remy, you almost said 13. And you're like, "No, that's too high." So then he made it 10, and then he made it 11. I was like, "So I guess I could have made it no matter what you did tonight." But he's supposed to stream a game of my choosing with me now. And I got like 1 of 3 games to choose between. But we're going to be streaming. It has to be an emulator game. It's probably going to be the Godfather 1 on PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 is what I'm thinking. And then we'd be doing Godfather 2. Godfather 1's actually one of my favorite video games of all time. I actually had 83 hours logged in on my Xbox, my OG Xbox. Like before the Xbox 360, there was a one just called the Xbox. And on that, I had the OG Godfather. And I had 83 log hours on that save when I fully beat the game and took over the whole map. And there's not a lot of games I put 80 to 100 hours in. That game is definitely one of my, like, it's like right up there with like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I did find out there was a PlayStation 3 version that's kind of a remastered, so I think I'm going to try to be playing that one instead of the PlayStation 2. But there is an issue that requires the PlayStation 3 controller, so I may have to order an old PlayStation 3 controller, which will suck, because, you know, that's unnecessary. But if it requires it for a couple of the old PlayStation 3 games, I might have to, because I've got like 123 PlayStation 3 games in my PlayStation folder. So which Xbox was it? Yeah, it was like the one with the 8 gig hard drive. It's the original. Dude, that's fucking cool. I remember I had the 8 gig hard drive in mine. There was the 8 gig and the 4 gig. And when I said to my friends I got the 8 gig, they're like, oh, you got the 8 gig? Oh, that's cool. But mind you, at the time, if you were on PlayStation or you were on GameCube, you had to have a memory card. You could buy a hard drive and put it in the PlayStation, but it required buying an external attachment. So you had to buy this special attachment that went in the back slot. There's actually a hole in the bottom of the fat PlayStation 2s, and you could actually slot a hard drive in there. But you had to buy a special connector for it first. A lot of people wondered what that empty spot below the PlayStation 2 was, and that empty spot was actually for a hard drive. But you had to buy this special black panel that had a hard drive plug in the back. There weren't many games that required it, but there was one specific game that required it, and it was a Final Fantasy game. About ready for me to clock in there, Ken?
Yes, sir.
Oh, a lot of people didn't know that, but it was only in the fat PlayStation 2s. Once they went to the thins, they didn't have that anymore. Is that your truck there, Ken? So is that your truck there, Ken? Well, I like the Saharas. Those are nice. At least it's not a Dodge. I can't tell you how many problems I see people have with Dodge trucks. Most people don't know they designed those transmissions to go out by 70,000 miles. They look nice, they run great, and then when they stop running great, it's just, oh, get rid of it. Yeah, most people didn't realize that the PlayStation 2 had a hard drive caddy, but you had to buy the special attachment, and then it would insert into the slot at the bottom, so you wouldn't see the hard drive. You wouldn't even know the hard drive was in there. It would be inside the PlayStation 2, connected to the inside bay. I mean, you're here, might as well take out the trash. Yeah, I did have the GameCube attachments though. I had the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy game attachment at the bottom of my GameCube, and the special disc. That was dope.
Straight up, I'm giving them free office supplies. Good?
I will say that I had the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the GameCube, but I probably played the PlayStation 2 a good 5 to 10 times more than the Xbox or GameCube, The only games I really played on the GameCube were Zoids, Mario Kart, Smash Bros. I honestly probably played more hours on the Game Boy attachment than the games themselves, like for the GameCube. Because I had so many good Game Boy games, including several Pokemon, and that was just cool being able to play Pokemon on the TV before that was a normal thing that you could easily do. I always did want one of those like monitor mount things that attach to the top of those old school consoles that gives you its own little TV. I always thought those were really cool. But they were so expensive. The GameCube one was ridiculously small. The PlayStation and Xbox ones were like 13 inches or so. But the GameCube one was, I mean, it was like a big Game Boy screen. Like, it was not big. It could not have been bigger than a modern cell phone, but square. Like, it was small. I swear it was legit. Like, if I remember correctly, it was, and it had fold out speakers. It was honestly, I think it was a square itself that fell down and had speakers. So it would have been like 3 inches by 4 inches, like a small screen. I do believe it was backlit, but still, like, at least the PlayStation and Xbox ones had like between 7 and like 10.2, 11, 13. I can't remember. It was either the 7, the 11, the 10.2, or the 13. I know I've seen all of those across consoles. I'm just trying to remember which one the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. That's been a long time since I've seen those. I only knew like 2 kids growing up that had them. That was not like, the average kid did not have those. I mean, they were half the price of the console. I remember they were like $100+, which is crazy when you think about a little screen being like $100+. But it's because it's proprietary. It's only for the console, so like they can charge that. My first console was the original Xbox, and it came with a big, thick TV. Oh no shit! I mean, I grew up on those RC TVs, but if you're talking about like it came with like the thick screen, that's pretty cool. Like they were LCD, but they were like early LCD, and they were chunky. Like they were thick. I just realized I forgot my brand new wireless headphones at home on the charger. God damn it. Alright, oh well, whatever. I'll just use my wired ones today. Got a few more minutes till work. What games do you have on the OG Xbox? Like, do you have any of the games? Like, my favorite game from my OG Xbox would have either been... I would have to say either Halo 1, Halo 2, like, those were, like, combined. So, Halo 1, Halo 2, Godfather, or maybe... I did have Need for Speed on there. Which Need for Speed did I have on the Xbox? Carbon or Most Wanted? I had Carbon or Most Wanted on the Xbox, and I played the crap out of that. One was on the Xbox and the other was on the PlayStation 2, and I can't remember which one was which. I want to say it was it Most Wanted, not Carbon? I can't remember. I'll have to ask my brother. Because I remember one was PlayStation 2, one was Xbox. And then we had Street Race Syndicate on the GameCube. But don't have any games like disc, but on the emulators. So you have the, do you have like one of those like, do you have an Xbox Red Edition? So like the Xbox Red Editions are the OG Xboxes that are modded with games on them. So like there's games stored on the hard drive. If so, that's cool. Could load you a bigger hard drive filled with games. Send it to you as just a nice little, hey, put this in your Xbox. Could put on like some OG Nintendo, some Super Nintendo, some N64, whatever you really don't have. Because my buddy had one of those, and I put a bunch of games on his for him because every hard copy game I ever had, I digitally ripped, and I kept all the digital copies, even after I sold the hard copies. I have Nintendo's, Atari. Pretty sure that's what it is. Nintendo, Atari, and 3 more. You probably have Sega. You probably have some kind of like Sega Dreamcast, Sega Genesis. You definitely have some kind of Sega though. 100% guarantee you got some kind of Sega. It'll either say Super Sega, Sega Dreamcast, or just Sega Genesis. But I would have been surprised if you didn't. Sega was where you had Sonic the Hedgehog, and I mean they had some other games, but Sonic was like their iconic character that like launched them. Sonic was Sega's Mario. Now Sega did have Mega Man, but so did Nintendo, and eventually so did PlayStation. So Mega Man was kind of shared. What's up, Jaden? What's up, diggity dog? About to go clock in. What's up, Levi? Can I finally clock on?